Tonight, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting out pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
A rookie
what
right
I
there.
enjoyed this week is that you were asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
First round pick.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's a
nice. You're going to be like a kid on Christmas.
Get lower than that defensive lineman so you
never
can
rip open and package that pass
keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Warner. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it's not. That tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's a throw that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
The pickup there, 5
there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field.
Say 10-7, wild card.
See here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
There goes our starting left guard. Not what you want to see first drive of the preseason.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it.
That's the weirdest animation I've ever seen.
Careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now left side on the swing pass. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, my.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Disaster.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Next the score, Bengals 10, Jaguars nothing.
I don't know. I think we're going to aim do as many as possible.
So good
cool to get to season 15. We probably won't do
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points.
I know I'm going to the beach for a week,
In this case,
so
a field goal.
I probably won't play that for a whole week coming up next month.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They'll look to get something started.
Probably definitely get through 13.
Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The 23-yard line.
Warner from the gun. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We're going July 7th. Ocean City, Maryland.
Operating from the gun. Warner. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
Well, it certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now Riddick. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Warner. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
The rookie QB go, top 10 pick.
18-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Well, we look.
That could have been real bad for him.
Did each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Don't
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
I'll fix this depth chart up a little bit real quick. See enough of Quan Hitchens. We know what we got with Quan. We want to see Goodwin. We want to see Santos. Oscar Santos, a rookie hidden trade out of Alabama. Yeah, take all these backups out that they put your starters at. Like third fullback, third tight end. You don't want them running on special teams.
7.
What's up, 46?
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to number 13. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At their
2nd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. Santos. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Going for Hurd on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, it's Santos. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Bibbs. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down now, Hannah. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense offense really
Number 9
flipped
picking
around
the
in the
draft.
first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, Godwin. 20.
Look at this guy go.
All the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Monty Godwin in his third year.
Situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run.
Was a star
he
in
was
last
not going
year's
to be
playoff.
denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
First down, Jacksonville.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on second down. Lambert. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, Lambert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
To throw on second down, Lambert. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Lambert.
Oh, controlled on out.
And the Bengals grab it. They're able to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You know, this is the regular
Guy's
season.
going to back up the end for us for
how costly a mistake that
a few years now.
Probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Means. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
A better time to find out in preseason.
And that will line up just short. He had it on.
Got about, looks like he got about 55 though, in the 7-mile-per-hour wind.
Time in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started. Less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach. thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Here's Thompson to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And on the ground they go with the running back. They'll get it near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
A rookie tight end.
For a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his.
Absolutely 20 miles per hour.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Is now 24. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, that pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Bibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend
how you win a job out here. Get your name recognized, make a play.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just
why we play these preseason
games and struggling to put up points. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way
That's
down
an undrafted
to
rookie we
Jacksonville
scooped up.
territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Lambert. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
On third down, Lambert.
Oh, good hit triangle.
From the
Right
snap,
catch
he
it.
certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly
How
right.
could he
Try to
possibly
sit on
got
the
more
lead
than
and
like
play
2
that
yards
way.
before he
That
threw
doesn't
that?
work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on the
best.
gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now again, right side. It's Santos. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Into a double team,
Scare
and
him,
it's
man.
intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
C.J. Henderson playing in the third.
And he will take
Dirty
this
dog.
one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is down to 20.
Bring the undrafted Joey Wild. See what he's got. Tresman St. Clair, Mr. Irrelevant, this year's draft.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That drop by Joe Wild. First NFL pass. The 59 overall team now.
They just want to throw it on right now, still throwing the football.
I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Santos. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. The offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he stopped immediately there.
Just thinking Miles Jack in for a little 4th quarter action.
Tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed.
I see why they were in the quarter.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way.
Joe Wild's
So
a
dropped an
gunslinger,
interception.
goddammit.
The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In the double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff. Try to impress your locker room.
Oh, a sack by the rookie from USC.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Lambert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
From the gun, Lambert rolling to his left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The escape.
Play this cat every year in preseason. It's true.
That one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, Lambert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, now are you rushing the passer?
I was trying to put a little food on his plate.
Deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be
Mr. Irrelevant laying the
that
lumber.
was not a bad scramble there on first down.
Clear.
He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Yep.
Stepping up, he'll try and run.
I like this McCoy guy. He's an undrafted middle linebacker.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Make the roster.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go.
Oh, we were ready to jump that shit.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, Lambert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Don't even know where I got this guy. I know his story. I think it's undrafted rookie.
Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be
We got the pressure.
nickel,
It's a real question out here. Look at that mammoth. This dude's nasty. I like this cat. Jose Jackson. Hit you with some John Gruden fucking replays.
Exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throw right side complete to Carter. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Lambert.
Safety.
He's going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And
That guy's like a 58 D tackle.
This defense has been smart all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4
Backup D tackles are hungry.
Here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
So undrafted rookie. Nice ball game out in North Dakota. for the big upgrades out here.